Okay, in this tutorial we're going to learn about comments and variables. Now, comments is basically anything that the computer ignores. Now, the way you indicate the comment in PHP, the first way to do it, you can use 2 forward slashes like this. And now afterwards I can type any junk that I want, and then PHP will ignore it. So let me see. If I refresh the browser, you can see nothing happens because PHP ignored this. Now if I remove these 2 forward slashes, and then if I refresh, you can see that it's giving me an error here because it doesn't understand what's going on here. Now another way to do a comment is you can do something like this. You can say / star and then type whatever you type, and then star /. Now the difference between this kind of comment and the previous one, this one allows you to span multiple lines like this, so anything inside here will be ignored. So let me just refresh like this. You can see everything is ignored. But if I remove these / and star, save and then refresh, you can see that it's giving me an error because it doesn't understand what's going on. Okay, now let's move on to variables. Okay, basically a variable is any name you use to identify a specific piece of information. For example, the way you indicate what a variable is in PHP, you must first start your statement with a $, and then the name of your variable. In this case, I'm just gonna call it name, and then equal, and then you must assign a value to that variable. In this case, I want to say David, but I can't just type David like this, right? Let me show you what happens if I do that. You see, it's giving me an error here because when the computer sees the word David, it's looking for an association to this word. It's trying to understand what exactly does this word mean. So we need to tell PHP that we want to print out the word David as is. So in order to indicate that, we must put the word David inside quotes like this. And then if I refresh, you can see nothing happens at the moment. Nothing happens because all we did was just assign a value to a variable. We didn't do anything specific like displaying or going to another web page. Okay, so now I want to display the word David here. Actually, let me fix it to capital letters. Okay, I want to display the word David here. In order to do that, I'm gonna use the echo statement, and then I'm gonna type his name is, and then now I can't just say name, right? Because okay, I forgot to put a semicolon here. Now if I say name, it's gonna print it out exactly as it is. His name is name. Now what I'm trying to do is to reference this variable here. So I'm trying to print out his name is David. So in order to do that, I need to indicate with a $, here. And then now the computer, when it sees the $, with the word name, it's gonna take this information and put it inside here. So now let me refresh this browser. We can see now it says his name is David. Okay, and you can also assign a number to a variable. So let me say age, and then type 22. Okay, now instead of typing his name is David, I'm also gonna add and he is, put the age years old. So now when the computer sees the word $age, it's gonna take this information here, which is the number 22, and put it inside the string. So now let me refresh this page, and we can see his name is David and he's 22 years old. Okay, you can also do mathematical arithmetic. So for example, let's say I want to add 5 to this. I can just say 22 plus 5, and the computer will add automatically here. So it's gonna be, if I refresh, we can see it's now 27. You can also do other mathematical operation. If you want to subtract, you can do that as well. See, it says 17. If you want to divide, you can use the /, and then we can see it's working. And then the last thing you can do is multiply. You can see he's 110 years old. Okay, now on the next session we're gonna learn about functions, and then we're gonna go more in depth about variables. Okay, I'll see you on the next tutorial.